dependent variable or independent variable. Once you identify a topic, you will now identify the variables in those topics. It can be dependent variable or independent variable. It can also be intervening variable or modulating variable. All those variables in your topic, you must explore them, you must review previous work about them to tell us what people have said about them, theories people have provided about them, and what people have found out about them. So, by the time you identify your variables, you will now develop a search strategy. A search strategy is a strategy that will allow you to go into, okay, I am looking at internet addiction. Let me go into primary sources. Let me go into secondary sources. Let me go into tertiary sources. For example, if you are looking at internet addiction and you want to go into secondary sources, you now go into the internet. You went to Google Scholar as a database to explore information that relates to internet addiction. By the time you put internet addiction, it will bring find many previous words around it. Because you have developed your search strategy, you have keywords that you will be looking for. Provided you go into the library catalog and you saw in the catalog where they write internet addiction section. Inside that catalog, you can gather information that will assist you to understand what you want to research upon. That's from the tertiary sources. If you are reading a newspaper and the heading is talking about internet addiction in the 21st century, somebody has written something about that. Because your search strategy is identifying internet addiction as one of your key variables to look for. Then you can look at that newspaper, read through and bring out something from it that will also provide, that will also serve as information in your current work. So after you have developed a search strategy, you will then go into locating the information. I have explained that now. Locating the information either primarily, secondarily, or tertiarily. You will then read those information. That's what people lack. You will read those information. When you review and you do not read, you will not review in depth. Sometimes tertiary sources such as abstracts are a summary of the whole work. In the abstract, smart researchers will hide something that will allow you to go into the work, to go and understand how they did it. So if you read the abstract alone, the abstract will not give you details. So you need to go and read about the work so that you can understand what they mean by what the abstract is giving you, the summary. If only you have access to the abstract and you don't have access to the work, there are some information that may be hidden and will be useful for your own work. So most times, you need to evaluate the work and read that work to bring out salient information. Then you synthesize it. You see, when you read all those materials, you will synthesize it in a way that it will flow. It will flow. You will not be saying A and Z. You will say A, B, C chronologically. If you are talking about digital citizenship and you have explored secondary sources, you have gathered information about digital age, you have gathered information about digital citizenship, you have gathered information about citizenship. After reading through those work, you will then bring them together in a way that it will flow from simple to complex. It will flow either deductively or inductively, from general to specific or from specific to general. When I say from general to specific, you are working with education and you are talking about assessment in the classroom. If you start from assessment, you will start from specific to general. If you start from education, you are starting from general to specific. So you will put down the work, you will synthesize it either inductively or deductively, either from general to specific or from specific to general. And lastly, you will cite and reference appropriately. You will cite and reference appropriately. If you have reviewed literature and you refuse to cite, you will be guilty of plagiarism. It's a crime. But because most times when we plagiarize, those people that we plagiarize, especially because we are in Nigeria, we have mercy on us. In advanced countries, even as a student, when you are guilty of plagiarism, they can send you out of the school. They will terminate your citizenship just because of plagiarism. If you have read something, academic ethics, or it is ethical for you to reference where you have found it. So if after bringing every information together, you cannot find the source, just because of that, you can remove that information so that it will not be a problem for you. If you cannot remove the information, you can look for somebody that has also said something related to that will serve as a basis so that you can provide reference. So you cite and reference accordingly. You see, references style varies. When we get there, we will explain, because that's another topic entirely. However, before you conclude a literature review, you must cite appropriately. You must what? Cite appropriately. So, paraventure, how to cite is another thing. But if you refuse to cite appropriately, it becomes a problem. It becomes a what? Problem. Why? Because what you have reviewed and the information you have gathered, if you are going to make it public, people will see it as a force if you do not have reference. So academics, we have reference for everything we do, and we cite accordingly or appropriately. So let me just recap. In the literature review process, the first thing is to do what? Define the topic or identify the what? So after you have defined the topic, you identify the variables in the topics, you then develop a what? A search strategy. After which you will do what? You will locate information in those by looking at either primary source, secondary source, or tertiary source. And after which you will read them, evaluate the work, read them. If you did not read them, there are some information that are hidden. Then you then bring them together, synthesize them, and read all those information chronologically, either deductively or inductively. Then you do what? You cite and reference appropriately. So these are approaches to ensure critical review of literature. Thank you.